refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of FFC. Yeah. Welcome. Coach is bringing you a Halloween special. That's right, we are here. We are here as Halloween hordes for football this weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, we had a lot of upsets, like the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is where we mean war. War on the football people who lose. How y'all doing? Coach is being silly. Having fun for Halloween. How y'all doing? Y'all like the saber? I don't know. I feel like the light is being distracted. But if I turn it off, you'll be able to see it. See? Oh, how you guys doing today, man? What a day! What a weekend! We had in football. Halloween weekend, Halloween special, Halloween horrors. It was ugly this weekend. For instance, as well as the Indianapolis Colts played, it was horrifying to watch the Tennessee Titans, guys. That was bad. So before we get into a lot, let's talk about just the Titans right now. This is Coach coming to you guys. We've talked about, my reasonings for the Titans being this bad, because they are really bad. One win on the season that came at the helm of their rookie quarterback and nothing else, okay? But I need people to really understand the totality of how bad the Vikings are. And it has nothing to do with one single player on that team. It has nothing to do with the defenders. It has nothing to do with the offense. It has nothing to do with special teams. It has everything, and I mean absolutely everything to do with the front and back office and the people that sit at the top. It has everything to do with them. Meaning, so the ownership in St. Louis a long time ago was getting kind of bad. Like, it was so bad. Players didn't want to play there. It was ugly to be a St. Louis Ram. Who remembers that? It was ugly to be a St. Louis Ram. It was. There was nothing there. They had Sam Bradford. He never played football. He was hurt all the time. And it was one of those things where it's just the injuries, his body just didn't respond well. You know what I mean? So this kid he never played football. I'm serious. He was just injured every year. Never played football. There was always another quarterback. He was the starter on the bench just because he just was always hurt. It was the weirdest phenomenon. And he was the last quarterback that got paid guaranteed money, because after that happened, the NFL said, yeah, we're not doing this again. That was the last time a rookie quarterback, a first-round draft pick, got guaranteed money. Between Jamarcus Russell, And Sam Bradford was on the same level for me as what's his name? Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen from Portland Trailblazers. Just an injury that you just can never recover from. You know, it's just one of those unfortunate deals, man. But anyway, what they do in St. Louis, man, they moved them. They weren't looking good, and they moved them. The Houston Oilers went through that. It wasn't what it was at one point, so they moved them to Tennessee. Came to Tennessee Titans, and the Tennessee Titans were good for a long time. I would say about 20, 30 years. I would not 30. Yeah, well, close to it. I mean, between Vince Young, between Eddie George, and Vince Young was just one of those situations where it was, you know, he never lost growing up. Like, he never took a loss. I knew him. I was in Houston with him, not like with him, but you know, I would go to the football games and watch him in middle school. Never lost in middle school. We were about the same age. Matter of fact, I think he might have been a grade above me, where he was in not a grade above me. He was a few grades above me because he was in the NFL when I was in high school. I think when I got to Houston when I was 12, he was in high school. He might have been a junior or a freshman. But the stories of him playing through because that's where I knew him more playing, watching, you know, seeing his high school games and then watching him play in college at Texas. But anyway, he never lost, is my point. Him and Trevor Lawrence never lost growing up. That is actually kind of bad. You don't know what that feels like. You don't know the hunger of standing there watching somebody either just outsmart you when you know you're better, but you just somehow they were just a step ahead, which makes them better. And it happened to me. Had me balling like a goddamn baby. I paid a fine when as a defensive coordinator when we lost to a team with a triple option formation, and it wasn't good. And it was raining, and offense was just runners up. Okay, we got the silver trophy. It sits in my closet. I got to stare at it every time. Oh, golly. Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see what drives me crazy every day? Halloween horror, people. Halloween horror. This is the trophy that keeps Coach up at night. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a trophy that keeps me up a lot. Because I have to stare at this silver trophy when it should be gold. Okay, it should be gold. All right. But as a defensive coordinator, as a young defensive coordinator, I made a mistake. And I listened to people I shouldn't have listened to. I listened to people that didn't go. You know, they weren't supposed to. Let's go. Story time with Coach. Yeah, we had it. It's story time with Coach. So this was back in 2012-13. Coach was a defense coordinator for the Zion ZBs. We were the Saturday team, so we were the B team, right? We weren't predicted to win the game, by the way. We were the B team, you know? And when I went into the field house, right, from the baby bees all the way up to the seniors, it was banners everywhere except the Saturday team. They never had a banner for anything. And I was like, wow. So does nobody just not care about these boys in this? Crazy. Met the coach, Larry Hughes, great guy. He sent a couple guys to the to the NFL. One of them being, I think his name is Michael Turner, running back for Atlanta Falcons back in the day. He coached him, and then he coached a tight end for the Seahawks. I can't remember his name. I gotta find it. It was a Stringer or something like that. It was a long S name, but I gotta go find it. But I was honored to be his defensive coordinator. Okay, he heard about me, or from my cousin, and I talked to him a little bit about my little time in Texas when I coached there for a little bit. So he had the 5-3 defense he liked. I hate the 5-3 defense, but hey, you know what? I ran it. That's what he wanted. I gave him the best defense he could have. We were the number one defense in all of Chicago for Typhoid football. Yes, sir. We only allowed 3.5 points a game. That was the stat line. Yeah. So what that means is in this league, you're not allowed to run up the score. If you beat a team by 40 points, the head coach has to pay a $200 fine. That sucks, right? So for me, I gotta make sure the coach knew offensively knew what he was doing to not run up the score. For me, I'm over here creating, one of the most vicious defenses people have ever seen, and we will take the ball away. And we would take the ball away so much that we would actually score too. My defense was scoring defense. Oh yeah, we played that game. So we had a great season. Great season, right? We lost the homecoming game. It was his curse. He said he's never won a homecoming game in his entire time of coaching. And that game was the most cursed, weirdest game. And we lost 6-0 in overtime because a player on my defense shouldn't have been there for a second play. He was only a fill-in, and he was told to come out. And I was told later he shooed another player away when I saw him running. But it was, I'm not going to call a timeout. It's overtime. And what they do? Walked right in on his behind. Well, I was not happy. But anyway, we lost that game. So we only had one loss on the season. We ran through the playoffs, get to the Super Bowl. All those banners that were in the field house, not one of the teams that year got a banner except us. Yeah, we got that division banner, and we got the second runner-up banner. We didn't get the Super Bowl banner, but we got the second runner-up banner. But no other team, the A team, didn't even make it to the playoffs. They had the worst record ever. And it was funny too. When we were scrimmage against them, we were dog walking. Don't play with me. Don't think just because they can't, I don't know what people use as a reference if somebody can't do something. My reference is, if I teach you, I guarantee you know how to do it. So I ain't no such thing as can't in my world. Because as long as I show you how to do it, you sure can. I don't care how bad or good it look, but you know how to do it. And now we just need to make it more effective. That's all we need to do. Let's fast forward a little bit. All those banners that was hanging up there, they didn't get one this year. Now all of a sudden, they ain't got no playoff game. Now all of a sudden, they want to come over to our team and try to help us get ready within a week for this playoff game. And as a young coach, new to this organization, and I didn't want to make waves, I allowed their 2 cents in, and I changed my defense in a week, which was probably the worst thing I could have ever done to my team. And we went from a 5-3 defense to a 4-4 defense, and we got destroyed. What chemistry did my team have in a 4-4 defense? But based off of the analytic information these fools gave me, that's why I changed my defense. We lost because I cried. I didn't cry because we lost. I cried because I let my team down. I sat up there and bawled because it was not fair for them. We should have went into that game the same way we went into every single game all year long. Okay? Our way of football. And I made a mistake, and I will have to look at this mistake for the rest of my life. Okay? So if you are a coach, you understand one thing. You do what you know you're supposed to do. Never listen to nobody else. You listen to your head coach. Don't listen to somebody else saying make it. Now they got all these ideas. You didn't make it. That was again, I didn't want to make waves because I wanted to come back and coach again and possibly have my own team. So I didn't want to make waves. So I listened. That's okay. That's okay because, hold on. Yeah, there you go. What did I say? 2013 Pac-10 American Conference middleweight champion, the Saturday team. How dare they? Oh, how dare they? But I got my revenge just a few months later in the springtime. Yeah, that's my revenge right there. See what that is? This is a 7-0 championship trophy. Oh, everybody got one. Everybody got one. But see, me and my son, who never played football and who was my center because he wasn't as athletic as the other boys that I picked from a card, because that's how I did. I based my son's card and I looked at everybody else to see who was better. Because, in this flag football league for the 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, you had to have your son on your team. Yet the coach for the tackle 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, whose older son is an amazing wide receiver, his younger son isn't as football-y athletic. And how ironic was it that he said he didn't coach. He don't like coaching his kids. That's fine. Guess who won? Yeah, guess who went 7-0? Guess who went up against that guy twice and beat him 31-6 and 30-0 and met him in the Super Bowl and beat him 12-6 without my starting quarterback because his grandfather passed away around that weekend. Yeah, when I tell you I got my revenge for all those people that ran their mouth on my team in the wintertime and we lost because y'all 2 cents thought that was going to help. This is what happens when I listen to myself. 7-0 in flag, and we destroyed 2 picks a game. We destroyed everybody. Now that story time is over, let's get back to football. All right, so the whole thing is that organization in the Titans, it ownership needs to change. Maybe location, like maybe somebody else needs to buy this team. Maybe they need a new location. But for the last 2 years, and the reason Mike Vrabel left is it's the ownership, it's the front office. They're making these decisions that are not good for this team. And you can literally see it on the football field. They look confused. They look like they have no direction. They look like they have no will to want to do it. Like they're playing for the rookie because nobody else in this organization seems like they're there for the football aspect. This is Tennessee. Tennessee, come on now, y'all. The South is all about the sports. And it's almost like it's degrading to this team, the way this organization is doing everything. And Cam Ward is basically being the butt end of it, to be quite honest with you right now. So it's gonna not look good for a while for these Titans. Again, me personally, I it's the reason Vrabel left the team. It's the whole reason Vrabel left the team. This organization is ran by bad ownership. All right, so we have week 8 that we have to go over. So let's hop right into that. Before we do that, I got some comments we can go through real quick. Oh, you still killing it, Cardo. That is awesome. That is awesome. Tron, how we doing today? How we doing? Welcome in, Alex. Welcome in. Let's see. You were offered CMC and Higgins for Saquon, DK, and DJ. You were offered CMC and Higgins, right? Let me see something. Let's see. All right, let's see. Christian McCaffrey has been balling his ass off. But he wants, because you were offered, because he wants, oh, okay. I can see why. He wants Saquon. And here's what I'll say. All of this is for him to get Saquon. Here's what I'll say. Because if he did exactly what I thought he was going to do, he went for 14 for 150. They're going to lean. They got a bye week this week, which is absolutely perfect for the Eagles. And then they've got a smooth schedule. It only gets tough when not in Buffalo, really. And Buffalo ain't playing that tough. They got Vegas. They got the Chargers have been playing that well. I know they just won, but they're not playing that well. Dallas defense is bad. Chicago is bad. Green Bay had a good game, but I'm still not sold on their defense. So I know now the Eagles are they're gonna pick it up. Like they're gonna lean on Saquon for the rest of the season, and I think that's why that's why he wants to trade. Not to say that CMC is gonna get leaned off of, you know what I mean? But he wants Saquon for the work that he thinks Saquon's gonna get. But if I'm not really high on DK right now, to be quite honest with you. I feel like he's just going to be kind of up and down the rest of the season. I don't feel like it's going to be as consistent. However, let's look at T. Higgins real quick. He has been pretty consistent. No, he only had one reception. Never mind. I mean, why doesn't he have one reception? He's going against Chicago though next. I don't know. That T. Higgins worries me. I mean, he only has one 20-yard, 21 plus game, like 21-point game in fantasy. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let me look at DK. DK is about as up and down, but he has a little bit more with 16 and 19 and but he's got Indiana next too. That defense is pretty nice. He's trying to get rid of it. Okay, he's trying to get rid of players. He's trying to get rid of Higgins. That's a tough one. Well, here's my question. First, Alex, what other running backs and receivers do you have? Let's start with that first. Tron, let's see what you got. I picked up Bam Knight and traded Bam Knight and Fannin for Debo. I also have Goddard and Hunter Henry at tight end. Jaden Daniels, my quarterback. Our receivers are Nico, Olave, Devontae, Debo, McLaurin, and Travis Hunter. What's your record? Are you 4-3 or 4-4? 5-3 maybe? Luckily. Yeah, what is your current record? Nico, let's see what we got. How you doing today? Thank you for tuning in. I'm doing wonderful. Okay, you're 5-3. You lost by 2 points yesterday. Ew, I hate those. Even with Ricky. Okay. Unluckily, but with OJ, QJ, and Ferg both 0 points. That sucks. Oh, yeah. So you lost Scatterbo. How you Scatterbo users? I know it sucks right now. We got to pivot. Waiver wires open up tomorrow, right? So we got to pivot. Hopefully Tyrone Tracy is available, and I would say that is probably the best pickup for you at the moment if he's available. That's gotta suck. And CMC mid performance. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, all the great games he had, and then he has a mid performance yesterday. Let's hope week 9 is better. It should be. Who did they play week 9? Let me go look and see. I have Baker and Hurts both on bye. Who should I get between Kyler Murray or Darnold? Oh, Darnold. Absolutely Darnold. Don't touch Kyler Murray. Unless you want to watch that quarterback running around. Unless you want to watch that little boy. Is he even playing this week? Is he? Let me go look. He might be day-to-day still and not suit up on Sunday. Call of Duty and all. Yeah, he's still questionable. It's too early to tell if Murray's foot will be able to play in the Cardinals' next game, Monday, November 3rd, against Dallas. You gotta be kidding me. It's Sam Darnold, bro. You don't have to worry about playing Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray ain't playing Kyler Murray. So you're okay. He might play himself in Call of Duty, but he ain't playing himself in football. So, no, Sam Darnold. Now, what we need to do, but your other thing is with Scatterbo out, hopefully Tyrone Tracy's available so you can run and grab him. Sorry about that. Hopefully you're available. Hopefully you're still around and you were able to help. You were able to hear that. Hear my oh good. You're good. Let's see. I have Woody Marks available on waiver. Let me go look at Woody. Real quick. See what they're saying about him. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, and here's why. Here's why I'm saying Woody Marks. It's a flex best or second option at best. If your other running backs are a little bit better, that's good for you. At least you have another back with Scatterbo out. You know what I mean? Right now, we got to grab what we can. And I'm saying yes because with the minimum workload that he gets when he does get it, right, for Tennessee, 17 carries, 69 yards. He is running 4 yards a carry. Even against Tampa Bay, he only had 3 carries, right, for 14 yards, 4.7 yards a carry. 6 carries against Jacksonville, all right? What did he have? 27 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. This kick and run the ball. Point blank period. This kick and run the ball. Here is another note to pay attention to. In that same game against Tennessee, all right, he had 4 catches for 50 yards. Against Seattle, he had 3 catches for 20 yards and a touchdown. Okay. And in San Francisco, this last game, 11 for 62, 5.6 yards a carry. So this guy can run the ball when given the ball. You understand? But they turned around with no touchdowns and also had 4 catches for 49 yards, 15 points. This kid is going to start getting the ball from C.J. Stroud because C.J. Stroud ain't got no more weapons, right? He's showing how valuable he is on the field. I would definitely scoop him up. Let me be honest with you, if you can get them both. Let me look at RJ real quick. If you can get, if both of them are on waivers and you can get both of them, grab them. Right now, you need to stack up with as many running backs as you can with this late in the season as we're going into. More running backs are going to fall. You know what I mean? And younger running backs, all these rookies, they're going to start getting that ball. I'm telling you, this is around the time. So whenever I draft, right, Marcus Mariota is still in the NFL, and somehow Russell Wilson cannot find a job outside of being on the bench. I wonder why. When you're selfish, you're selfish. Anyway, so whenever I draft, right, it's running back. But my third running back, I always go look for a rookie all the time. Why? It's the purpose of around the time week 9 comes around, that rookie that I drafted 5th, 6th round should start getting the ball a lot more around that time. That's why I drafted him. He's a rookie that got drafted in the 1st or 2nd round. You understand what I'm telling you? In real life, okay? Which means he's going to get work. It's never going to be in the beginning unless he's starting. Unless they just like a Bijan, you know what I mean? Unless there's just nothing there. That's, but if there's another running back there, like Trey Benson. I drafted Trey Benson when he was a rookie behind James Conner. He should have gotten the ball. James Conner was just a monster that year. So I missed out on having another back, which really sucked. But that's the risk I was willing to take for a rookie. And this year, I knew James Conner was going to get hurt. I spoke about it a lot. And I said, have Trey Benson ready to go. People did have him. He got hurt, and he's out. So it sucks. He's a good back, but now he's hurt. Now people can't see him use him like they're supposed to. But rookie running backs, again, around week 8, week 9, that are, even if they're getting the start, like even if they're starting, about week 8, week 9 is when they're kind of everything kind of gets under their feet. They can see the lanes a lot better. Like they're progressing. You know what I mean? So it takes them a bit. That's why you never really want to start rookies too early in your fantasy season. Have them on the bench, really, or have them in the flex for like a little 12, 10 points they may get if you have to start them in that game. Let's see, I already have CMC, Kyron, A-Chain, Derrick Henry. You are in an 8-man league, right? because wow, that's a lot of backs. That's a lot of who. Let's see. Well, wide receivers are ARSB, Rice, Jay, Sutton, OJ, or QJ. Tight ends are McBride and Furr. QBs are Baker. Yeah, okay, it's an 8-man league. Yeah. So my advice: this is your last 8-man league. Have fun, win. You should, because this is a pretty decent team. Meaning you should win in the playoffs and win the Super Bowl or win the championship. When you do that, we're going to 10-man next year, Nico. We're going to 10-man. No more 8. This is too easy. The fact that you were able to get Hurst and Baker, you knew what you were doing. We're going into a tougher league next year, okay? All right, so let's go into our Week 8 recap. We jumped into the comments first, so let's jump into our Week 8 recap. All right, so we are at Week 8. And our first game was Chargers versus the Vikings, and obviously I lost that game. Chargers whooped the Vikings 37-10. I didn't expect that kind of whooping, to be quite honest with you. I really didn't. And now, here are the Vikings with no quarterback. Anybody? He's hurt. Carson Wentz is hurt. You still got little boy McCaffrey, or what his name is, McCarthy. He's still out. So right now, the Vikings have no quarterback. We're about to see a trajectory go down for this team. It looked good for a little bit, and now they're about to they're going to fall pretty hard. There's nothing. They have no quarterback. Like, they literally have 2 broken quarterbacks on their roster right now. The third string, it's his time to step up. Good luck. It ain't going to happen. So, good win for the Chargers, because they definitely needed that. They got to figure it out, because the Kansas City Chiefs are coming. They're 5-3. So the Chargers better figure it out. And they're going to lose that next game against Chiefs because they won the first one. They're not losing the second. They're not losing 2 to the Chargers. So Chargers, what they need to do prior to playing and after playing the Chiefs is they better start stacking wins. Let's see. Jets, Bengals. Another Halloween horror. So old man Flacco came in and put up 38 points, and little boy Fields was crying in the closet and came out and threw out 39. I have heard some tales of football this weekend, guys. Like, wow. I'm really not trying to come for him. All this, I respect his vulnerability. Y'all can respect it. I'm not coming for him, but hey, man, there's things I think people need to know. Because when you lose again, now, there goes Fields. He's going back in the closet crying again. That's what's going to happen. Now, you said too much. You said too much. I'm sorry. You said too much. I'm glad you won. I don't know if it should have come off of closet crying and begging. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Whatever you pulled out your ass, you pulled it out. It was 39-38. But I don't know. Eric Glenn, you have got to be the most annoying coach. You worse than McDaniels right now, or Mike McDaniels. You work, buddy. You won a game on the back of a crier, and you decided to flex. You gotta stop with these gestures, dude. You gotta stop with these antics. You're doing too much, bro. Like you're a clown right now, my boy. You're a clown. He won the game, not you. This was all Justin Fields, bro. You didn't do a dang on thing. So you gotta stop with the running and dancing down the field, and now you want to flip. Oh, Eric, boy, hey, you about to start making me give props to Todd Bowles, how he just stand there and let Baker get all the glory like he should, because he ain't doing nothing. Some of y'all just do too much, man. Some of y'all do too much. Good game, Jets. Good win, Jets. There, Glenn, sorry. Good game, Jets. Way to mount up and fight back. Because that's exactly what they did. They tore up that Bengals no defense. All right, Eagles, Giants. Hey, like I told you guys, the Eagles weren't going to lose this game again. They lost to the first one. They weren't losing this one. I'm glad it wasn't an attack on Scatterbo. It was just a stop and bring down, and his foot. Whoo! It's just like it was Scatterbo was all over the NFL. And we ain't gonna see him again. We're not gonna see him again. Because when he come back from his foot injury, he ain't gonna play like he was playing. So there was a reason he was playing this way, right? It's how he plays. I don't know if that's how he got hurt, how that foot did it. Like, I don't know if he just dug in the ground too much. Like, I can't, I'm not a doctor, don't know much about that part. But what I do know is when that foot recovered, he ain't gonna be playing like he was playing prior to this. So we ain't gonna see Scotty no more. It was fun. It really was. But because they're not gonna give him the ball when he comes back next year. No. They're gonna draft another running back, buddy. It's gonna be a running back battle. He's gonna lose. So the Giants are. This is gonna be a bad blow, and it's just because I think this got to Jackson Dart's head a little. They're homies, but I think he put more personal feelings outside of business feelings in front. So it's gonna dig into him a little bit. It's gonna mess with the psyche. So I don't know how good or bad it's gonna be for the Giants moving forward. It was a big help on their offense, and they lost it. Is Tyrone Tracy going to be able to step up and fill in that role? I don't know. We're going to wait and see, I guess. Like I said, the Giants weren't going to win many games this year anyway. So it wasn't like Jackson Dart was going to come up and save the season. What you just want out of Jackson Dart this year is for him to play structured, good, competent football, consistent, competent football, so that he can come out and be a leader next year and, they'll get better, like Drake May. Like, literally, each and every year, this kid just got better and better and better. He dealt with adversity in the second year, same as Jaden Daniels. And a lot of people say Jaden Daniels is going through a sophomore slump because he's top passer. But look they're not winning games. Like, there's a factor missing right now that should be coming from the leadership of the offense, and it's not there. It's not. And it's just like, and it's not there because it's just, he is seeing things differently because defenses are making him see it. He's still attacking. He's still doing his thing, but he is not doing what he wants to do. I can almost guarantee you he's not. I promise you he's not. He looks frustrated. Same as CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud had great numbers in the second year, good numbers in the second year, right? But he struggled in the second year to get those numbers. That's the sophomore slump. He didn't struggle to get those numbers in his first year. They didn't have tape on him. So he was out there airing it out like he was playing with angels. Same as Jaden Daniels. Now they're getting the same type of numbers, but they're not getting wins from those numbers. You see what I'm saying? Meaning they're not being able to get to the end zone as much as they were in their rookie season. That is a big difference. That is a sophomore slump. Do they find a way in that third year? Because Drake May looked good his rookie season. He had a sophomore slump his second season. He could barely hit his receivers because they made him see ghosts. They made him see things differently. He fixed it coming out in his third year. He is throwing magic balls. It looks amazing. It happens. These kids do go through a rough second year. The numbers can still look good, but the wins don't look the same, do they? Exactly. That's my point. All right. Bears, Ravens. We have 30-16, which is a good game. And yes, I do believe Lamar Jackson is coming back because he will play in Miami, obviously. Go figure. Wait, is it in Miami or is it in Baltimore? I know it's a Thursday night game, but I'm not sure if it's in Miami or Baltimore. I'll go look that up in a minute. But if that's the game, he will play in. So Lamar Jackson will return on Thursday night, especially after they just won and beat the Bears. So yeah, now he wanted to come ready to come ride the coattail and not carry his team because the division is now open. And don't get me wrong, I know he was hurt, but I didn't see this man play through worse injuries. So some of these players took some time off this year. I promise you they did. I've seen it before. You take the injury and rest and allow your team to try to get some wins without you. The Patriots did it. Yeah, Patriots did it. I'm surprised they didn't get in trouble, to be quite honest with you, for it. I'm dead ass. I thought they were going to get in trouble. I thought they were going to get caught. And they never did. And it was brought up, actually. It actually even got brought up. What was it? The year Tom Brady tore his ACL when he got hit in week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Same player that I think it took somebody else out. It was weird. But anyway, it was the same Kansas City Chiefs player took out somebody else. They like it wasn't a bad hit. It was just, I don't know, weirdly when the safety hits you, your ACL tear. That's so weird. Is it Lawrence Maroney? Is what I want to say his name was. For the running back for the New England Patriots. He was a great running back for the New England Patriots. And it was a year after they went undefeated. Again, Brady came out week 1 towards ACL when he got hit. No Brady for the whole entire year. And I truly felt like Bill Belichick did not want to waste the running back, Lawrence Maroney. Like he didn't want to waste a year on his legs without Brady, meaning he didn't want to waste productive running miles without the starting quarterback. And he didn't. It's like almost like he didn't want to rely on a run. Bill Belichick didn't want to rely on a run. Okay, not with. I forgot who he was. I think it was Matt Flynn. I forgot who the quarterback. No. I can't remember what his name is, but he was good. Matt Castle. I think it was Matt Castle. He wasn't gonna rely on the running game with Matt Castle. You see what I'm saying? They had another running back, and it's just ironic that year that Lawrence Maroney had this weird injury because he never got hurt in a game. This is the part that it was weird to me. He never got hurt in a game. He just didn't play that year. They were saying he was hurt, and it's like they never put him on IR. They never even said he was going to be out for the season. They just kept saying he was hurt. They were going to be out for some time. And when that time came, he was just continuing. And then it's almost like it got ignored. It's almost like it got ignored. And then they lose. They went 11-6 that year and missed the playoffs. And that was all she wrote. And in the offseason, it came up one time about the Patriots possibly being looked into injury, false injury reporting. And I was wondering if, are they going to get him for the running back issue? And then nothing happened. And I was like, So, again, teams do allow players to take time off during the season. They're hurt. I mean, if you don't know that, you don't watch football. Quite honestly. Nico, what we got? The best team against me is 7-1. We'll take a break from the week 8. I think I'm gonna start doing that too. When I see your comments come in while I'm doing my week 8 recap, I'm gonna test the back and forth and see how that goes. Let's see. The best team against me is 7-1, and he has Bo Nix, Dak Prescott, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs. That's why you're gonna lose. That's right there. Let me tell you something right now. This dude has 2 of the best physical 8-gap runners in the NFL. He has Jonathan Taylor, the leading rusher, and he has Josh Jacobs, the NFL workhorse. Do you know who Josh Jacobs reminds me of? He reminds me of Fred Taylor, an old Jacksonville running back. Jacksonville Jaguar running back. He reminds me a lot of Fred Taylor. It's just the way you put the ball in Jacob's gut. And he just goes. He just runs into you. It's not a Marshawn Lynch running into you type thing. Go watch Fred freaking Taylor from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay? This is when I used to battle in Madden, and I used to use Sean Alexander. Okay? Okay? And who did I lose to every Madden game? Anybody that used that doggone Jacksonville Jaguars and that Fred Taylor. Oh! In your face. Fred Taylor was a monk. He was big too. Go look up Fred Taylor clips, y'all. Go look. Then you go back and tell me Josh Jacobs don't look like Fred Taylor. Woo-wee. I'm saying, and that's what you're going up against. You're not winning. I'm sorry. I love you. You with Coach, and Coach gonna tell you the truth. You can't win. And then he backdoored and got JJ in London. How did that happen? 8-man league. That's how. You're not winning. He's got two of the best wide receivers. He's got two of the best running backs in the league. And then he's got Davante Adams. Oh, buddy. You got to pray for a lot of injuries before you play this kid. He's going to the Super Bowl. He finessed all them players. Half of the players in this league must not know what they're doing. How do you have? Man, he's got George Pickens. Yeah, he finessed a lot of people out of you guys. See, his roster is the reason why you do not play 8-man leagues. Because let me tell you what he did. Because look at his quarterbacks. He got Bo Nix and Dak Prescott. He didn't draft them in the 3rd or 4th round? No. He took them bad boys down in the 9th and 10th. Because what he did in an 8-man league was he went and got JJ and Jonathan Taylor first. Then he got either Jacobs or London next. And then somehow he was able to get Breece Hall. It's the Breece Hall, Pickens, and Adams for me. How? That's the part I'm just blown away with. He got Breece Hall, George Pickens, and Davante Adams after getting London, JJ, and still ended up with Bo Nix and Dak Prescott. You still ended up with Mr. MVP. He ended up with Mr. MVP. Yeah, Dak Prescott is still in MVP running with Baker Mayfield and Drake May. We're going to find out who it all is, too. On this show today, we're going to find out who our list is. We don't want 10. We just need 5 of the best. I might shrink it to 3. Yeah, you're not winning. So, no more 8-man leagues. Let's go to 12. Matter of fact, let's go to 12. Don't even do a 10-man. Go to 12. Go straight to 12. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But if you follow Coach's strategies, like my man Cardo here, who's 71, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, Niori, yes, there it is. Because Niori listens to Coach. And that's what I was looking for. My man made it. Yes, we are 4 from 4. What does that mean, people? We still in the playoff hunt. Yeah, we can't lose another game, though. We got 2 more losses, Niori. We can only afford 2 more losses. We got to go at least on a 2-game winning streak the next 2 weeks. We have to. We cannot take a loss. We can't go 4 or 5. If we go 4 or 5, we've dug ourselves in a hole this late in the season. But I am so proud of you. I am so proud. Good job. Good job. Tron, you are 6 and 2. Okay, that's not. Oh, awesome. You are in perfect position. So back to your original question. Let's see. I picked up Bam Knight. You traded Bam Knight for Fannin and Debo. No, and you traded Bam Knight and Fannin for Debo. You also have Goddard and Hunter, Jaden Daniels. Your wide receivers are Nico, Olave, Devontae, Debo. See, Nico. No, not Nico. Yeah, Nico. This, what is in my mouth here? I hate that. This is like a 12-man league right here. 12, 14-team league. Because his receivers suck. And here's, I don't mean it like that. You have decent. Nico is Chris Olave ain't got no quarterback. Debo, is struggling in Washington right now. McLaurin didn't get paid, so he doesn't care right now. And Travis Hunter is an overfed rookie wide receiver who just hit 100 yards in one game. His receivers are bad. And I mean that in a sense of they should be better. Their situations are not allowing them to put up the proper fantasy numbers. So it's not necessarily the player. It's not that the players themselves suck. Crystal Lake has the quarterback. Nico, it's just him and Shroud. Like, there is no offense on that team. So if you're putting it all on Nico, that's why you're going to struggle. He's the number one receiver. What does the number one receiver deal with? I don't know, a double team. You see what I'm saying? Me, you'll never see a number one wide receiver on my roster. Why would I do that to myself? I need a person who's going to get 7 to 8 catches a game. I'm sorry, that's too much. That's a number. 5 to 7 catches a game. That's a single coverage receiver. That's a number 2. That's a T. Higgins. That is a Devontae Smith. Unfortunately, the Eagles came in the first 8 weeks playing this minimalist football. They don't want nobody to get hurt. They're trying to make it back to the Super Bowl. So, yeah, numbers for Devontae Adams weren't the best because they weren't really putting up, they weren't really throwing football. Who was a good number 2 wide receiver? Well, he was, but the quarterback in that situation is bad. But Darnell Mooney, I had him last year as a number 2. He was amazing. He got me 20 points a game in the flex because I had other receivers. So, I prefer single covered receivers rather than double covered receivers. Is my point. Because I'd rather load up on a back that is going to touch the ball 80% of the time without him being 80% of the offense. Got to pay attention to that. See how those numbers didn't work? 80% of the time, meaning you're touching the ball 15 times, 16, 20 times, right? But you are not the offense, okay? Josh Jacobs is not the offense. Jonathan Taylor is not the offense, but he is the offense, if that makes sense. Like, they can go wherever they want to go, but yeah, they're running the ball. Maybe they have the best offensive line. That's people pay attention. They got an amazing offensive line. So Jonathan Taylor's going all over. He's just going but crazy. But again, those are the type of he's getting the ball right. Those are the type of running backs you want. Okay, and that's why I go running back in my first 2 picks. I'll get a receiver with my 3rd pick, unless there's just that running back that I can. Oh, really? Yeah, go ahead. Let me just do 3. I got 3 running backs to start, and all I got to worry about is filling in some single covered receivers as my options. Let's go. Let's go. All that means is my quarterback ain't coming to the 10th round. That means who would have been on my team if I would have did it like that this year? Daniel Jones. He would have been on my team this year. Maybe Baker. I might have missed Baker. I might have gotten Baker. Or I might be flexing Joe Flacco right now. I might be streaming Joe Flacco. I'll stream a quarterback. One thing I will never not do, I will stream quarterbacks. I definitely stream kickers, definitely stream defenses, but I will stream a quarterback. I will let the pickings of skill players be just that glorious in any team, 14, 16 team league, 12 team league, no matter what it is. If I can finesse the best players, I will draft my quarterback last. I will rock it with a Sam Darnold. I will rock again. All these bitches that I would have played Carson Wentz one week. I would have played who played bad but getting me 15 something points. Like there's so many. It's 32 teams out there. Having the number 1 quarterback on my team isn't going to win me a fantasy football team. Having a bunch of 20-point players on my team is going to win me fantasy games. You see how that work? But yeah, you traded for Debo, so yeah, you did help out your receivers because without Debo, you only have McLaurin, Travis, Olave, and Nico. So Debo will help out your receiving core. And I think Washington once Jaden Daniels come back from injury, Washington will be fine. Again, he's going through a sophomore slump. Let's see, better than my 8-man league, no? Yeah. Let's see, Diori. Travion looked good on Saturday. Or on Sunday, you mean? he even fumbled very well. Here's the thing. Gabriel is not offensively, like, he's a defensive-minded coach. He knows offense because he knows his coordinator, right? He's been around Brady. He's been around Belichick. It's almost his life. So he knows what he's doing in that aspect, right? But if you look at Tennessee and you look at the Patriots, right, his defenses are the same. They're great. And that is usually what he stands on. If you're looking, what he needs to do is he needs to allow McDaniels to pick his own running backs, if that makes sense. If the organization is picking the running backs, that's why they're not picking the right one. The Patriots don't usually get guys that fumble. That was Belichick. Belichick knew his personnel. He knew the guys he wanted in the backfield. But I also believe Josh knows the same. Josh McDaniels knows the same. So the Patriots need to allow him to pick his running back during draft season. And I think that will help the Patriots forward on how they move the ball on the ground. But if the organization is picking these players, that's why the Patriots are dealing with so many fumbling issues. Because I have personally, in all of my life of watching football, I have not known the Patriots to have fumbling issues like this from a running back. Okay, the last one they had that was like this was Stephen Ridley. What happened to him? Yeah, exactly. You forget who was in there before that? LeGarrette Blount, who the ball just never came out his hands. Never came out his hand. Like, that's why they kept him. He might have been old. He might have been slow in purpose in certain aspects, but he got to the first down and he got you in the end zone. And he never fumbled the football. So they'll figure that part out. But right now, their focus is Drake May. That's all they're really worried about. As long as it doesn't affect Drake May's gameplay, they're not worried about it. Let's see. The divisional leader is 5-3. That's good. That is beautiful. Because if he's 5-3 and you're 4-4, that means we can't go 4-5. But what that just means is we have a 2-game leeway to get into the playoffs still. So you are well on your way. Well on your way. God, I'm telling you, Yori is with me he is with me. Like he's here now. He's gonna be here tomorrow when we come. We have tomorrow's show. When I stream on Twitch for gaming, he comes over there and watches me stream, and we talk football while I'm streaming. Like, dead ass. Like, Yori is trying to win. Okay, so he is with Coach all the time. Let's see, playing the best 2 teams in my league back to back. And that's the 2 losses we don't need. Does any one of them have any bye weeks during the time you play? Like, go look at their roster when you play them, right? And see if they have any starters on bye that week. If they do, we have an upper hand. If they don't, we have to put our hands up. 12-man league. All right, okay, bet. 12-man league. I like to hear that. My running backs are CMC and Barkley, though. Oh, you're good. Barkley is what you saw. Okay, the Eagles hit their midway point. All right, they can't do what they've been doing all season. That's just not going to work. They did what they wanted to do, right? Because let me see something real quick. Damn it, I'm smart. They're on bye week this week. They're on the bye this week. And what you saw from Barkley before the bye is basically what you're about to get from Barkley for the rest of the season now. What they were doing before that was trying to just get wins and stay healthy as best as they could. They were basically trying to get to the bye week. That's all they were doing. Now, Eagles about to turn it up. The Eagles, and they're going to turn it up on the back of Barkley. So I would say you should be okay. Now you got to deal with the bye week this week, so as long as you got to fill in, you're fine. All right, let's see. I am also in the 12-man team. Okay. So you just got an 8-man team just to mess around there. Someone added me for someone that started 0-5. Oh, and I just won 3 weeks in a row. So you are GOAT. Good job. I have Goff, Love, Genty, Javonte, Pacheco, Bam Knight, Jay Addison. He's falling. Worthy, Josh Downs, DTJ. I wish Brian Thomas was with another team. He's so good. Tez Johnson, good pickup. Whoever picked him up. If you picked him up, good pickup. McBride, Kincaid, Mario Hampton was on IR. Okay, that's fine. And I've been lucky enough with picking the right defense to win by a few points. Okay, there it is. There it is. Why? Because you got to know how to scheme a defense, guys. Because this is not a bad team. But again, he had to fix an 0-5 team. That's not hard. That's not easy. The hell? He came in to fill in for somebody else who basically either quit because they lost one game and didn't like whatever was going on or whatever. That's why I can't stand. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Now I take back my slander on your 8-man league. Kudos to you. Because for you to take an 0-5 team and win 3 weeks in a row, you might not win this league, but you're a fighter. I like guys like you. You know what you're doing. I like that kind of stuff, man. Good job. Good job. So look, I actually pray. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you in this team. And I hope you do it. And I hope you get to go to the guy that left this team. And I hope you give him. I got to do thumbs up because children watch this show. Even though these bad kids these days probably know what I meant. But no, I commend you. Good job. Good job. Mark, how we doing today? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Let's see. You're 7-1. Okay. Should I trade Tet and Benson for Addison, Marvin Harrison, and Tyrone Tracy? You want to get Tyrone Tracy. Oh, man. Here's the problem. Because Benson, he's coming off IR, but you know the Cardinals are bad right now. Again. Look. They never even disclosed the injury for Kyler Murray. Y'all know that? They just said he weak to week. It's a long shot for him to play on a Monday night game. He ain't played in 2-3 weeks. Call of Duty. He ain't played in 2-3 weeks because he's probably he probably get it before everybody else. Y'all know that, right? He's a football player. Oh, he's just Kyler Murray. He probably get it before everybody else. Everybody else get it in November. He already got it. He's been playing. 3 weeks he's been out. Okay, and they just say he's just it's a long shot for him to play, right? So no, don't keep Benson. I love Benson. He's on a bad team right now because the quarterback don't want to play football. So I would just make this trade. Bringing in Addison and Marvin ain't gonna do nothing for you, to be honest with you. But I like what you're doing to bring in Tyrone Tracy because Scatterbow's out. So I like the move. That's a nice move because I feel bad for Benson. I like him, but he ain't gonna get no work because Kyler Murray is trash and the team is not good, and it's just unfortunate for the kid. But I like what you're doing. I like where your brain is at. Tet is eating right now, and you need Tyrone Tracy because you need another back. Let's see. Starting in week 9, you got Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Ramondre, Nico Collins, and Derrick Henry gonna eat on Thursday night against the Miami Dolphins. That defense is trash. Don't let the one-eyed Tua win confuse you guys. That defense for the Miami Dolphins is still trash. How y'all lose to a one-eyed Tua though? That's the part that got me. Let's see, you got Nico Collins, PTU, one IR. You got Wendell, Tyler Warren, and Rams defense. Okay. You should have a good week, depending on one of those two leaders. That's one of those two, league leaders that you're playing against. Their roster might be. Here's the thing: a roster can look better than yours, right? The names on their side can look better than yours, right? And oh my God, His receiver is projected to get 25.2. My receiver is only projected to get 12. You want to know what's so funny about that? Your receiver probably still only got his 12. Guess how much his receiver got? 3. Y'all forget that happens? That a guy can just not get the ball sometimes in the game you're expecting them to do what they're supposed to do. So his name's on one side don't bother me. What are you going to do on that side, Pimp? Did you put your numbers up? No, I did. My players did. Sometimes I don't know how. Like I said, like the whole Cade Otton thing that saved my season. Here's how Cade Otton saved my season. Goddard, what's his name? The receiver that went down. Chris Godwin goes down, right? I had Otton in the game. He was in the game, but he wasn't. All of the starters are already in the game, so me playing Otton didn't necessarily vote well for points because everybody else he just got hurt while I had him in the game, and all I can say is like, well, Cade, all you can do is go off of me, and that's exactly what he did. Oh my God, that's exactly what he did. It was amazing. And then what did I do? I kept him in the next 2 weeks, and he went off the next 2 weeks. Okay, so that's what saved my season. It's the fact that I had Cade Otton in at the right time. Mind you, he was my only tight end. I didn't have no choice but to play him. You see what I'm saying? So it just happened that a receiver got hurt in the game that I'm already losing in, and I'm losing already, I think, by like 7-10 points. And mind you, Cade Otton was only projected to get like 6, and he came out and got me 22. So again, you can't look at what that side has. Until them clocks say 0-0, we'll find out what the points really look like at the end of the game. You see what I'm saying? I know production, and I knew what his production was, so I was taking my little 7 points. But when I saw that receiver went down, I also knew they're going to start throwing the ball to Cade, and that's exactly what they did. Oh, no problem at all, man. No problem at all. Respect for you for what you're doing, man. I like that. I like that. That's a fantasy football lover, guys. Let's see. Your flex option is Travis Hunter, Booty, Harvey, Trayvon, and J-Mo. Let's see. RJ is playing Houston. Houston's got a pretty good defense. And RJ Harvey is not running. Like, golly. He's touchdown dependent, is what he is. He's very touchdown dependent. So we're not going to go Harvey. Weirdly enough, I might say Travis Hunter. Yeah, he's playing Vegas. Yeah. I would actually put Travis Hunter in the flex, bro. They're playing Vegas. Vegas is bad. Yeah, that team is atrocious. So I would definitely go with Travis Hunter. Let's see. His team is Matt Stafford, Tony Pollard, A-Chain, Jettas, Keenan Allen, Devontae, Zach Ertz, and the Packers defense. And what if I told you? You win. Tony Pollard is okay. Matthew Stafford might get him 21. Might. Because Matthew Stafford's not throwing 4 touchdowns a game. Anybody pay attention to that? And he's not throwing over 220 yards a game. A-Chain, he's got to deal with the Ravens this weekend. A-Chain on a Thursday night, I'm going to say no, thank you. Personally. Keenan Allen, he could do something. I'm not And Devontae Smith's on the bye week, so he's got to put somebody else in there. So I am rooting for you. I think you got to win this week. Let's see. Weird rule in our league: passing touchdowns are worth 6 points. That's fine. I did it in my league. Damn them 4 points. No, that quarterback threw that ball. Get that man 6 points. Get him in. I was even trying to do how they do 1 point for every 25 yards. I was trying to do in my league 2 points for that. No, 1 point. So I think I had to do. I don't know. I did do 2 points for that. I was trying to do 1 point for every 5 completions for a quarterback is what I was trying to do, but they wouldn't let me do that part. 5 points. Give points for the right type of production. Like for me, I like running backs to get points for carries. Not a whole point. That's crazy because that means the dude can only have like 15 yards, but he got the ball 10 times, so that's 10 points. No. Half a point for a carry. That's what I would do. Half a point for a carry. Let's see. Hopefully Matt Stafford doesn't drop 40 points on me. Let me go look. I doubt it. I truly doubt it. But let me go look. I mean, his points are 13, 17, 13, 27, 25, 9, and 27. Oh, he had one game of 5 touchdowns against Jack. Oh, that was Jacksonville. Well, they got a bye week this week. So it ain't like he can use Matthew Stafford. Yeah, he can't use it. So he's got to find another quarterback. So he won't be playing Matthew Stafford this week. So that's one thing. That's one less quarterback. That's one less player you got to worry about on his team. Yeah, his average is 3 touchdowns a game. That's not bad. 25 points. 27 at best. Oh, no, I lied. No, his average is only 2 something for passing. It's 245, 298, 196, 375, 389, 181, and 182. So his average is around 2 something. Maybe 250. You can see the heavy average at the bottom. No, they don't have it. Anyway. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about Matthew Stafford this weekend. It might be in his sleep, but it won't be this week. Let's see. In my 12-man league, should I trade Pacheco for Tyrone Tracy? Hell yeah. You damn sure don't need Pacheco. That's probably about the weakest link on that team right there, Pacheco. And there's one other one, but yeah, he's definitely the weakest. No, let him go. You do not need Pacheco on your team. Tyrone Tracy is what you need because obviously Scatterbow's out, so they got to go to their next back. Or Bam Knight for Tyrone Tracy. No, keep Bam Knight. Get rid of Pacheco. Yeah, exactly. Stafford is playing week 9. Okay. Oh, you're talking about week 9. Well, I mean, we're not there yet. Week 9, you might have to play against Stafford in week 9, but you might not have to play against the other person. Or I'm not any other. What was it? Who was he? First of all, okay, so you don't have to worry about Keenan Allen. You don't have to worry about Tony Pollard. Matt Stafford, if he come back week 9, okay, that's fine. You know who you don't have to worry about? This guy right here. This guy, Jetta. You want to know why? He don't have a quarterback. He ain't got nobody throwing the ball. Unless McCarthy playing this week, let's go see. Let's go see if good old McCarthy isn't too scared to play football anymore. Oh, still questionable. Let's see what they got. So he will start if he's healthy. Oh God. They don't have a choice. They're about now, so yeah, they're gonna force the kid to play. Hey, yeah, go ahead. You ain't got to worry nothing about Jettas. This Vikings team is headed down into the dirt, so you don't worry about that. You actually might win the next 2 weeks. You actually might. Let's see. Rams defense or Chargers defense for week 9. Let's see. Rams. They played New Orleans, bro. Rams. Spencer Rattler got bent. Rams. Oh, I know JJ's playing. You ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about it. He ain't good. I'm telling you. There's nothing for you to worry about. I promise you. They're saying the literal thing says JJ McCarthy will play in week 9 if healthy. What I'm telling you is they are going to force this kid to play. He is not healthy and he is not ready to play because he's not an NFL player. He should not be. He should not have been drafted. I don't know what else to tell you, but he was, and this is what the Vikings are going to have to deal with. He's weak. He's weak. Okay, he has not played football since week 2. Why? What injury has kept you out this long that you have not even been put on IR? Everybody else that got hurt for longer than 4 weeks is placed on what? IR. Go figure. Or unless they're out for just 3 months, which is on. But no, JJ just been out with the ankle injury. You've been out with an ankle injury that did not place you on IR. Nah, buddy, you're not good at this game. Is what the problem is. So no, what I'm telling you is JJ can play all day. You don't have to worry about it. Points wise, Justin Jefferson that week might get 12 points. This week he might get 12 or when is Jettis playing again? Or when is JJ got to start this week, right? Yeah. Or not Jettis. McCarthy got to start this week. So yeah, I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about it, Nick. Between JJ McCarthy and Justin Jefferson, he has not played football since week 2. He's not practicing, right? He hasn't been practicing. There's no way you have an ankle injury. You understand what I'm telling you? That has kept you out from week 2 to now. There is no ankle injury that will keep you out this long that is going to allow you to step on a football field with chemistry. Just start slinging the football to your number 1 wide receiver. You have not played football since week 2. Show me the practice videos that he's been practicing since week 2 to just at least get ready for now. Show me the practice videos. Show me where he's done anything since week 2 to play football, bro. Like, you ain't got to worry about nothing, is what I'm telling you. No, what I'm telling you is that the exact word, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it for you again. There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to be scared about. I'm going to read the exact terminology that they have for this kid. Okay? It says, Coach Kevin O'Connell said after Thursday night's loss to the Chargers, and this was dated, this is 10/28, okay? Today is 10/28. This was dated on 10/24. Okay. Kevin O'Connell said that after Thursday night's loss to the Chargers, that McCarthy ankle will start week 9 against the Lions if he's healthy. So how is it you had a quarterback because you had Carson Wentz as your backup, right? All this time he's been your backup with JJ. But all this time, it's JJ's not playing. JJ's not playing. And all of a sudden, you have no other quarterback. So now it's if he's healthy? There's nothing wrong. That dude's going to throw 3 picks in the game the minute he steps on the football field. The Lions are going to shell shock that dude. That's, mind you, that's who they play. They play the Detroit Lions. That defense has been tearing it up. Got me looking all wrong. I said the Lions only going to win 9 games this year. 9 looking really good. That defense is looking amazing. Golf is still looking good. And can you guys say that? I like golf, but he ain't winning my Super Bowl. You know that. But anyway, you have nothing to worry about at all. That's what I'm telling you. My team is full of strength for week 10 against the best team in the league. Emeka is back after his bye. How do you think he would do the rest of the season? Well, he's going to be probably one of the top main targets the rest of the season. He's been a main target prior. So it's going to continue. What they may do is shorten, because they have Ted Johnson, what they may do with Emeka is shorten how many times they bomb it down the field to him to not re-aggravate that hamstring. So that his passes may come shorter, which is fine. That means he's probably going to get more. He's probably going to get more targets now. But that's all they'll probably do is just shrink the number of times that he goes down the field. That's all. Nothing else. But yeah, you should be, with your guys coming back, Mika coming back, you should do very, very, very well. All right, let me go through the rest of these games. All right, so we have Texans and 49ers. Texans win 26-15 against the 49ers. 49ers just don't, they're just missing a lot of elements right now. It's going to be one of those rough years for them, and hopefully they can capitalize on the draft and just get a little bit better. Maybe I don't want to go through the coaches regime situation yet because they still look good. They're just having a hard time stacking wins right now. They win 1, lose 1, win 2. They're just back and forth right now. They don't have a complete team. Brandon Ayuk still ain't. Hey, Brandon Ayuk, you tore you got hurt in the beginning of the season. What's going on? Okay, Google, what is going on with Brandon Ayuk?
I couldn't find an answer to that specific question, but according to sports.yahoo.com, he underwent surgery in mid-November and was placed on a physically unable to perform list when the 49ers reported to training camp this summer. Ayuk signed a 4-year, $120 million.
So he's been out a year. He coming up on a year now, and he ain't played no football yet. So I don't know they don't have direction right now, the 49ers. So it's going to look a little bit up and down for a while. Let's see. Dolphins, Falcons. One-Eye Tua beat the Falcons 34-10. That was crazy to me. I still can't believe he was able to do that. His eye was poofy. And that boy threw better balls with a poofy eye than he did with 2 great ones. A good win for the Dolphins, I guess. 34-10 on the road. Excuse me. Bills beat the Panthers in such a fashion, 40-9. It looks like Bryce Young, did he get benched again? Did Bryce Young get benched again? They're gonna have to find another quarterback. He's not the answer. I told y'all the little boy wasn't gonna make it. He's too small, guys. Like, he's hurt. Huh? Let me see. Panthers coach Dave Canella said Young's ankle logged an encouraging running session Monday, and the team is hopeful he'll practice some capacity. Also, he's been out. He remains day to day. It looked okay for the Panthers for a bit. Again, they're not a good team. They don't have a strong quarterback. They don't have really. They got they have Ted, but there's a lot of elements still missing for the Panthers. So it's just going to be 9 points is all they could put up. And I'm not even sure with Bryce Young in the game if they would have done better. I really don't. Browns lose to the Patriots 32-13. Dylan Gabriel did not look good at all in this game. He doesn't look good at all, but I guess this is what the Browns are going to go through, go with the rest of the season. They're their second-year quarterback. Why have another starter? And there's nothing wrong with this one, right? We'll see. It's like, I mean, if Dylan Gabriel gets hurt, right, they're not going to have a choice. They're not going to have a choice. Let's just hope the Browns know what they're doing. Again, I don't disagree with them. He's a 5th-round pick. Did they need him in the 5th round? I don't know why they drafted him is my biggest thing. I don't know why they drafted him. But you don't start Rams made a trade for a cornerback. You don't start a 5th rounder over a 2nd rounder. You just don't. Not unless the 2nd rounder has consistently proven that he cannot play the game. And he hasn't proven that yet. So Shadir fans are gonna have to wait. Bucks back on top 23-3 against the Saints. Spencer Rattler bench. Cowboys lose to the Broncos 44-24. Tomo, how we feeling, bro? How are we feeling? Because that Cowboys defense is just atrocious, man. They can't stop a nosebleed. All you gotta do is hold paper up to it, bro. They can't do that. They're gonna let it drip. Titans lose to the Colts 38-14. This owner is just, I love her facial expressions. The more wins they get, the more serious she gets because she understands, oh, yeah, we get to that point now. It's time to, she's locked in, basically. As her first year running this team, being on the sideline with these people or with the staff, with the players, like, this is a good chemistry the coach needs right now, man. Like, the Indianapolis, the city, for a team for city that loves this team, they're getting everything they deserve because the Colts have not been good since Peyton Manning left. Let's be real. This is Andrew Luck. The Colts have not been good since Andrew Luck. So I love everything that I see coming out of Indianapolis right now. And another devastating loss. The Packers destroyed the Steelers 35-25. And Aaron Rodgers' excuses, we need to get on the same page. Well, you need to be a teammate. That's what you need to do. You need to love your team, okay? You over here smiling and loving the Packers like, oh, guys, you don't show none of that to these Steelers, bro. I don't get people sometimes. I really don't. Like, I don't know. If you watch the game, right, just if you watch Aaron Rodgers, if you watch him with his own sideline, like he's just always looking frustrated. If you watched him yesterday just chit-chatting with the Packers, Buddy looked like he was back at home. Aaron Rodgers has no camaraderie outside of the fact that he's just always wanted to be a Packer. He never liked LaFleur. He never wanted to leave Green Bay. He never was about LaFleur. And I'm with LaFleur. I like LaFleur. I love his offense. I love what he likes to do. And that wasn't Aaron Rodgers' style of football. So he left. Bye. Packers have been better since. Like, you won one Super Bowl with him, and you couldn't do anything since. I'm not saying you need to stack Super Bowl. We can't be Tom Brady. But let's not act like Aaron Rodgers is just the go to what? The go to being able to just run around like Kyler and find the open man? I mean, mobile quarterbacks do that. Like, that's nothing to be impressed about. Impress me sitting in the pocket and keeping your eyes down the field with the trust that your left tackle has your protected back for you to throw a laser 30 yards down the field to a fourth option. You see where I was going with that, didn't you? Yeah. That's skill. Anybody can run an escape because they can see a hole and they've done that. I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of running and mobile quarterbacks. I feel like they just take a lot away from the game because they rely on their legs, and that's not going to win the game. It'll win the game in the moment. It ain't going to win you that championship. I'm sorry, it's not. Brady got 7 of them and can prove you with his slow feet that all you need is vision, a good arm, and good hands. All right, everybody. That was a wonderful show we have for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of the comments. Oh, hold on. We got a couple. Cool guy. How we doing? Today? Thank you for tuning in. Let's see here. Should I trade Javonte Williams for ETN? Hell no. Should I trade Tracy for Pickens or Jalen Warren and Ladd? But I don't know if I can get that one done. I also have CD. Okay. If you're not wanting 2 of the same receivers, like 2 teammate receivers on your team, if you're trying to get rid of Pickens because of that reason, I would trade. Oh, are you wanting Pickens? That's my question. Are you trying to get Pickens? But if you're now I see. I would do Javonte Williams for Tracy and Pickens. Yeah, that's what I would do. If you want two of the same receivers, like if you want basically Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, that's fine. I thought you were trying to get rid of one, but if you want both, that's fine. They're both catching balls from Dak, so. But yeah, I would do Javonte Williams for Tracy and Pickens. That's what I would do. Let's see, playing Nico with PS2 out. Hopefully he balls. CJ, yeah, and with the young running back kind of being a runner and a catcher, it does help Nico a lot. So hopefully that gives him a little bit more mobile offense. But I could trust Nico this week as well. Can't trust JCM anymore. How you doing, Galaxy? Would you start JCM or Harvey this week? Harvey, unfortunately. Let me see. Let me check on Bill. Let me see what they play this week. There you go. Whoa. Yeah, we got it. Just for the simple fact that those are your options, we got to go with RJ Harvey. Yeah, we can't do Bill. Bill, yeah, that production is falling. Yeah, we definitely got to go with RJ Harvey this week. Yeah. If you can sneak Tyrone, if Tyrone Tracy's on the waiver wires, I will go grab him up. I might have to even drop Bill. I'm sorry, that is bad production this late in the season, bro. Like one game over 20, that's it? No. No. Those numbers are horrible. Hey, how you doing, Check? How we doing? Thank you for tuning in. Would you drop Stevenson and Carr for Tracy and Vidal? Yeah. Cabernet? Yeah, I would drop him. Yeah. I would. Tracy is obviously because Scatterbow's out, so you're definitely going to get you a 3-down back. And Vidal, I think he's the one that's been kind of like, he's been the Chargers running back, right? Let me go look at his numbers real quick. Let's see what his production looks like. Kamani. And they're playing Tennessee this week. Ooh-wee. Yeah, I'm going to go with Kamani Vidal against Tennessee. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. So yeah, drop both of them and pick up Tracy and Vidal. Absolutely. What we got, Galaxy? Would you try to pick up Bam and start over those two? Yes, Bam is if he's available, Bam Knight. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. From Houston. Yes, I was talking about him earlier in the show. Absolutely. If he's available, grab him. I spoke about his numbers because of the fact that, first of all, he is a 4.7 yard a carry running back. They do have Nick Chubb, but it seems like they are leaning on the younger kid more. And around this time of the year is when a guy like him is going to start seeing the ball a lot more. And if you pay attention to his numbers, he has decent flex second running back numbers without a touchdown, without having many touchdowns. He only has like 2 on the season. But if you look at his numbers, why? Because those come and he also catches. He gets 4 catches for like 50, 60 yards. Like he is going to be Houston's guy soon. And what I mean by that is if you play in a dynasty league, he should be on your team. But yeah, I would definitely go get Bam Knight. Yeah, just concerned about dropping Cabernet. Yeah, let me go show you. I'll show you. Let me fix your concern. Give me a second. He has 3 touchdowns. No, 1, 2, 3. He has 5 touchdowns on the season. It's not bad. All right, then we will do is I'd be concerned too. Those numbers aren't droppable. Matter of fact, do you have a trash receiver on your team that you can drop? That way you can still pick up both of these guys. It's never wrong. Never nothing wrong with having more running backs. Okay, never nothing wrong with having more running backs. If you got a receiver on your team that can't get over 10 points, drop him. He ain't doing that for you. I bet you ain't put him in your starting lineup. If you got a receiver on your team, you have yet to put in your starting lineup, and he's just been lurking on your roster. Lurk him onto the waiver wire so you can pick up both of these running backs. That way you got Cabernet and you got 2 more. Someone offered me Derrick Henry and Tyler Warren for 8-Chain and Zach Ertz. And we are going to say yes. Absolutely. Are you serious? What? Why would they want 8? Hey, look, what they're doing is they're chasing 8-Chain's high after that game. Let them. I don't care. Let them. What we gonna do is we gonna chase that Derrick Henry because he ran the ball without Lamar and had a great game, and they're gonna do the same thing when Lamar comes back. So we're gonna go with Derrick Henry a Thursday night against the Dolphins. Oh, please accept the trade. Accept the trade. What that person just did for you is sink you to the playoffs. That is what we were looking for, Leori. That was the only element we were missing from your team. And somebody said they want 8-Chain. Bye. Have a good season, 8-Chain. Hi, Henry. Welcome to your new life. Oh, anytime, man. Do me you a favor. Go on over to YouTube. Go to Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. And give me a good old follow and subscription. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. That way, Coach is in your life forever. Let's see. Sending Hurts, Bucky, and Buka for Henry and CB. I'll be honest. I can't tell if I'm getting finesse. You absolutely are getting finesse. Are you? Yes, you are getting finesse. First of all, why would you give up Hurst? If you have another runner, if you have another quarterback, there's no need to give up Hurst. He's using all of that to get Bucky and Mbuka. Look, Mbuka is about to be flushed with passes, okay? He may not go down the field as much to protect that hamstring right now, but he gonna eat. That is Baker's guy, okay? And you got Tez Johnson to go down the field now. And you still got Chris Godwin, but they got weapons, okay? And Bucky Irvin, both Bucky and Amika are coming back off. Hell no, we ain't. I hope you didn't send that. But you don't need Henry and CD. No. What he is trying to do, no. Decline. He's taking too much. No. Hell no. What's your record? What's your record, by the way? What is your record, by the way? Please tell me that. Let's see. Wide receivers are Rome, Emuka, Worthy, Nico, BTJ, and Purcell. 10-man league. Okay, that's not bad. And absolutely not due to the fact that this is your roster. So you would be losing a lot if you lose Amika and Bucky. Nope, can't do it. Too much. Sorry. Who's your other quarterback? Sorry, I'll be getting 8-Chain and Ertz. No. You don't need no 8-Chain. Hell no, no, Diori. Now you're destroying your roster. I forgot you the one that had the Derrick Henry. No. We do not make this trade. We keep Derrick Henry. We keep Tyler Warren. We keep those points. No, let that fool deal with A-Chain and Ertz. And you didn't draft him. Nope. Sorry. You was about to get finessed, Diori. Your 4-4 record. Those 4 wins you had, that was about to be it. Your season would have ended right after that trade. Oh my God, no. You will not. No, you do not trade away Henry, and you do not trade away Tyler Warren. Absolutely not. Sorry, nope. They have not done anything wrong on your roster for you to make that kind of trade. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Appreciate it. Let's see. I have Daniel Jones as a backup. No, we do not give away Hurst. We do not give away Bucky, and we do not give away Amuka. Oh, no. Your roster, you're 3-5. I get it. You're 3-5, and you're 3-5 because the pieces you haven't given you the proper production. Here's the thing, though. CeeDee Lamb and Derrick Henry aren't going to do that for you. Actually, here's what we can do. Because it's not that having CD is a bad thing. We don't want to give up Mika and Bucky for CD. That's what we don't want to do. Let's see if we can counter. All right. Let's counter with Rome, Worthy. Okay, let's give up Xavier Worthy. You're not gonna be able to give up Parcel. You won't be able to give up Parcel. Bucky's injuries concerning you. And you know what? That's it. I'm here for that. If that is a concern to you, then yes, make the trade. He hasn't practiced. He hasn't practiced at all, which seems like it's going to be a longer than. Yeah, make it. Go ahead. Okay, so you have dead weight at 3-5. Okay. We're 3-5, so that changes a lot too. Yeah. Before you said you were 3-5, I was really being stern about my decision, but no, that 3-5 does change things. Because now we have to chase points, and not in a bad way. Like the trade helps us with that because you will be getting in Henry and you will be getting in CeeDee Lamb, but we cannot lose. We can't lose Amika because your receivers aren't strong enough for you to lose Amika. We can lose Bucky. All right, we can lose Bucky. So this is what we do. Are you okay with losing Xavier Worthy and Brian Thomas Jr.? If you're okay with losing those two, right? It's Bucky, Brian Thomas Jr., and Worthy, right? And Worthy. Here's my other question, because you might have to throw a fourth person in this, which it may have to be Hurst. And only way I'm going to agree to a 4-2 is there another quarterback in the waiver wire that you trust wholeheartedly on your roster with Daniel Jones? Because if that is the case, it could be Hurst, Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., and Bucky, because we cannot lose Mbuka. We can't do that. All right. Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Hurst, and Bucky. So you can get in Henry and CD, 4-2, and then you go pick up another quarterback off the waiver wire if there's somebody there like a Sam Darnold, that you can pick up and have on your roster so you can have two quarterbacks. If you can do that, then a 4-2 is the trade we need to do so we can keep Mbuka. I don't. That's who I don't want you to lose. He's right now the strongest receiver on your team, and if you at least can get rid of Brian Thomas Jr. and Worthy, you'll have CD, you'll have Mbuka, you'll have Rome, and you'll have Nico, and you have Parcell. You see what I'm saying? So that is where I feel more secure doing that. Let's see. I said no yesterday. Derrick Henry's ROS is just too easy for me to get. Exactly. So good. No trade. Good. My starting lineup would be Nico, CD, Rome as my 2 wide receivers, my flex if I make this trade. And then you still have Emeka. Now, here's the thing. If you don't care for Mbuka, then, yeah, you can make the original trade, which would be Hurst, Emeka, and Bucky. That would be your original trade, right? That's if you don't, if you're not stuck to keeping Mbuka. But if you are feeling like I really don't want to lose this guy, and if you're okay with the 4-for-2 option, that would be my other option, so you can keep Mbuka. But if you're losing him isn't a big deal for you, and bringing in CD and Henry are more important, then the 3-for-2 trade is just fine. Let's see. You know who saved me this week was Hey, he can do that at times. Boswell, he's a good kicker, and that there are times Boswell will give you just that amazing game. Absolutely. All right, guys. So that was a wonderful, wonderful show today. We've been here for an hour and 46 minutes just talking fantasy. I love it every week. So we will be back again tomorrow, same time, 9:30 a.m. Before then, though, if you need to talk to Coach, just continuously talk to Coach about football prior to tomorrow. These are my handles where you can reach me and just ask me anything. If you guys just want to continue asking me questions about fantasy and, about your roster, or just if you want to just pick Coach's brain about football in general, okay? That's exactly what I'm here for. And again, picking my brain only helps you get better. So had a great time today. Tomorrow, we will be going into week 9. So we'll be making our week 9 picks. We will be looking at any waiver wire pickups for week 9, any streams, any stashes for week 9, any leaders for week 9 if we have on our team that will hopefully get us the points we're looking for. So we'll go over everything to get us ready. You guys will also be able to talk to Coach and get your lineup ready for week 9, as always. So please be ready and be tuned in tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. We will be here. Oh, I got a couple more questions real quick. Let me see. Are you streaming after this song? I'm not sure, because Tuesdays are usually like when I get off of when I get off of here, Tuesdays are usually reserved. Oh, no. Yes, everything is set up on the other. Yeah, I'm sorry. As soon as I get off of here, I'm so sorry. I do have everything set up in the other area. So as soon as I do get off from here, give me maybe about 30 minutes. So about at 12 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be streaming on, I'll be streaming on Twitch at Theme Park Gamers. So again, if you want to talk to me about football while I'm streaming, because I'll be streaming for about an hour and a half before I have to go pick up my daughter from school. So if you want to talk to me while I'm streaming, absolutely. You can come in about 30 minutes. I'll be streaming on Theme Park Gamers on Twitch. So I'll be streaming Fortnite. And if you just have any questions about football, I'll be there to answer your questions while I'm streaming live. So no problem. Not at all an issue to come talk to Coach whenever you want to talk football. Again, Instagram, if you want to just message me. Twitter, same thing. TikTok, same thing. And Theme Park Gamers when I live game stream, you guys can talk to me on there as well. I get tongue twisted so much a lot. I think I talk fast too much. That's what it is. So yeah, give me about 30 minutes and I definitely will be streaming. Appreciate the help. No problem, Check. No problem. I'm always here. So guys, thank you guys again for tuning in. Coach loves you. I'm out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.